cell phones cause cancer? Let's start with this one from Macleans.ca. Despite mounting concerns that cell phones may cause cancer, a new study, a major review of previously published research by a committee of international experts, concluded that there was no convincing evidence the devices cause cancer. Reuters reports. It has also found a lack of biological mechanisms which a phone's radio signals could trigger tumors. Now for the other side of the buzz from news.com. In a report issued today, the International Agency for Research on Cancer, IARC, which is an arm of the WHO, said it now lists mobile phone use in the same category as lead, gasoline exhaust, and chloroform. Officially, cell phone radiation is listed as a carcinogenic hazard. Confused? Let's sort out some of the buzz from both sides. First, there is a trend in the results of the studies. Most, if not all, studies that were funded by the cell phone or telecommunication industry have found that cell phones are not linked or associated with the cause of cancer. Is that a surprise? On the other hand, the majority of independent studies, those not funded by the cell phone industry, have found strong links or associations between the cell phone and cancer, especially brain cancer. Are the results coincidence? Now let's go back to the tobacco industry a few decades ago. Back then, every single study funded by the tobacco industry found no causal relationship between cigarettes and lung cancer. We all know otherwise. In fact, for a brief period, the tobacco industry was using doctors to promote their cigarettes as a healthy way to relieve stress. So is the cell phone industry the tobacco industry of the 21st century? Let's do some research. Some cell phones are now coming with warning labels such as, "This device emits electromagnetic radiation," exposure to which may cause brain cancer. Users, especially children and pregnant women, should keep this device away from their head and bodies. And from alphabiocentrics.com. Studies with animals show that EMR transmitted from cell phones creates portals in the blood-brain barrier big enough to allow large albumin molecules to pass through and begin to pool around the ganglia of brain cells. Not only does this accumulation of albumin impede intracellular communication in the brain, but researchers are also concerned that the portals that will allow such large molecules to pass across the protective blood-brain barrier would also allow a host of smaller, more brain-toxic substances into the brain as well. From Discovery.com, an experiment conducted by Dr. Ashok Agrawal of the Cleveland Clinic, two groups of men were tested for the effects of cell phone exposure on sperm count. One group formed the control group, and the other was the test group. The test group was exposed to cell phone sets in talk mode in close proximity to their bodies for 1 hour. The men were tested both before and after the exposure to the cell phone radiation. At the end of the experiment, not only did the test group show a decrease in their sperm counts, they also demonstrated a significant increase in the production of free radicals. Exposure to radiation, such as those from cell phones, can open the blood-brain barrier. We have electronic radiation, blood-brain barrier, and free radicals. That's quite a load. So let's do some more research on them.